That's a bag of championships. Those are more championships. That's a freaking champion. That's another champion. I just knocked the glass off. That's a sexy boy. Sexy boy. Go, we got YouTube champion. I just hit Shawn Michaels. That's okay, because we have more champions. I'm too lazy to take the belts off. Welcome back to today's video, which is going over all the championship belts that I own for my figures, as well as championship belts that I just own in general. This whole fucking video is championship belts. That's right, if you read the title of the video, we are going to be reviewing all of my figure championship belts that I own. Some you have seen on Ground Zero, like that one, and that one, and some in this bag that you probably didn't even know I owned. Why is it still exploding? Okay, okay, I think I got it. Move. Okay, now. That's actually not that bad. It's actually really good. I would mix it a little bit more, but it's not that bad. You know what? Use discount code. If you're seeing this right now and you use code GZW at checkout, you will save 30% on most Dubby Energy products. Go do it now. Hurry up. It ends at the end of the month. How about we dive right into our first championship, being the Winged Eagle. Now this is a belt I've been hoping to debut for a while now. Sean, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back over there. This is a belt I want to really debut for Ground Zero. Unfortunately, we already have the big gold and I'm pretty content with that. But if you can see Drew McIntyre wearing that belt, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. I think the Winged Eagle is a very beautiful belt, very beautifully crafted. I got the Winged Eagle belt from the new 4-pack of Champions. That's right, I brought that set. I also have this Roman Reigns with his undisputed championship. We'll get into that in a second, because I want to go over the Intercontinental Championship. Let me go ahead and just, like I was saying, the Intercontinental Championship. Our current Intercontinental Champion being Sheamus, who currently holds the old version of the Intercontinental Championship that was brought back, I think, in the early 2010s or late 2010s, or I think early 2010s. It was brought back by Cody Rhodes, actually. Next one I will go over is actually the World Heavyweight Championship, held by Drew McIntyre, the Scottish psychopath or Scottish warrior. I don't even know where he is now. It's really hard to see all the parts and stuff because of Drew's thing. And I know what y'all are saying, why don't you just take the belt off? Because I'm too damn lazy to do that. Our next championship, as you guessed because I grabbed him, is actually our visionary, our revolutionary, Seth Rollins, holding this customized United States Championship. This is actually just a women's championship. I believe it was a SmackDown Women's Championship. I reused the parts, and I actually drew this. So that's the fun story behind this. I drew this on a piece of paper. I think I was at school, or I might have been sick at home. And I drew this, taped it on there, and the rest was history. And this is the new United States Championship. I never had a United States Championship growing up. I don't know if I even have plans to get one, because I'm pretty content with my current US Championship. But y'all can let me know, do we need a new United States Championship for Ground Zero? I know a guy who can make belts, so you might even be able to give him a call. Next titles I do want to review, and these are also on Ground Zero, are the Tag Team Championships. We have, obviously, the Blue SmackDown Tag Team Championship, which is our Ground Zero Tag Team Championships. But then, behind Carmelo's hand here, we're using this Raw and then this WZW championship for the World Tag Team Championships. This one's a little faded, and I actually have to put tape over it because it started like scratching and stuff. These championships are pretty good. I'm actually gonna get into this next one, because this was this is a concept of what I want the new tag team championships to be, and from now on we will be going by World Tag Team Championships, or not from now on, but when we get the new World Tag Team Championships, this is the concept that I had. Here, let me focus. This was the concept that I had for the World Tag Team Championship. There's a piece of hair on that. Yeah, I thought it looked cool, but unfortunately this belt is extremely hard and just stiff. It's hard to buckle in and stuff. It won't work for a tag team championship of my liking. The design is cool, but it actually brings me to our next belt that's not on Ground Zero, but it has been featured at least one time. That is your World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. I think this is the old, like a very old WWF world title, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and then our next one is our current YouTube champion. This figure was literally just featured in the last video. If you haven't watched that, go watch it after this one. Our current YouTube champion, Sammy Guevara. Obviously, I explained in yesterday's video, because this is being filmed on November 19th. Yesterday's video, that we use the old TNT championships. We use all the TNT championships to make the YouTube championship. I actually had to cut this off because it would not buckle around the wrestlers because it would be too big. Which is funny because the first time around I almost actually fucked it up really bad. But I'm glad I didn't, because now we have our current YouTube championship, and I really like it. I like the red strap. I like the YouTube logo that I actually drew, by the way. And this brings us to our last, but not least, Ground Zero Championship. This is the Hardcore Multiversal Championship. It's a upside down, damaged, and honestly destroyed Multiversal Championship. I'll go ahead and try to find a picture of it. Here's a picture of it on Ground Zero. This is Bryan Danielson with the Hardcore Championship. I'm sorry, the Multiversal Hardcore Champion, Hardcore Multiversal, whatever you want to call it, Championship. I took the little wire stuff, the little copper wiring I used on the old Hardcore Championship, and which happened to just be one of these, surprisingly. It was one of these. It was actually this old championship right here. You can see all the like scuff marks and beat up parts. It's from the little wiring I had to take off. I ended up wrapping it around here, and I drew Hardcore on a piece of paper. I cut it out and actually put tape over it before I cut it out. I put it in here so that way, you know, it gives off the old Hardcore Championship vibes that everybody knows and loves. And yeah, it's a work in progress, but you know what? You get what you get, you don't throw a fit. Lastly, we are going to get into Roman Reigns' undisputed WWE Championship. Acknowledge your head of the table, your tribal chief, the goat of all goats, the needle mover, yada yada, etc., etc. This man is my hero. Besides John Cena, who is unfortunately retiring at the end of this year, in less than a month, actually. Honorable mention goes to the North American Championship. This is the old WWE. I think when it was WWF, this might have been the championship. Here, let me try that. The old WWF might have been WWF. I'm not really sure what version of the belt this one is, but Bruno Sammartino was wearing it. So I thought it looked cool, and I thought, you know what, we're gonna use this belt for a North American Championship, because why not? Let me go ahead and I'm gonna reach into this bag, and whatever I pull out will be the first belt we go over. I actually have 4 versions, 2 blacks, 1 red, and 1 white. This one has more detail. Here, let me go ahead and just fix the focus. Like I said, 2 blacks, 1 white, and 1 red. The red one currently being used for the YouTube Championship. I think this one is the newest one that I got. No, this one's the newest one that I got. This one is a older one that I don't remember getting. Oh, this one's the first TNT Championship that we got. Now I remember. Okay. As Ground Zero called it, the Multiversal Championship. This was the Multiversal Championship. This is also known as the Blue Universal Championship in WWE. This is what we would use. And since we're on the topic of Universal Championships, I thought, you know what? I might as well go ahead and mention the Red Universal Championship. I got this. I tried to paint it blue when I was a kid. Did not work out. I really like the side plates and how detailed they are. I've always loved like really detailed belts. We have the NWO. World Heavyweight Championship. This was obviously in WCW, but I think it made its way to WWE. But yeah, this is a pretty cool belt. We've used this from time to time, especially with Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul winning the World Heavyweight Championship as an interim champion. And then, okay, this one's gonna be fun. So this is actually the Raw Tag Team Championship. But what's fun about this, if I can find a picture, I will, but I probably don't have one, unfortunately. This was the original championship base for the YouTube Championship back there, which is fun to know. But I do have the AEW Women's Championship. I don't actually remember where I got this or why I even have it for that matter, but it's in my collection, which is fun. So on the topic of Roman Reigns, we weren't even talking about him though, so I don't know why the fuck he came into the conversation. We have the titles that I got for my Ultimate Edition of Roman Reigns. This thing kind of scratched and didn't really last long, but that's okay. I should really put these belts on that Roman, because I think that would be cool. Or if I get a Paul Heyman, you know, that would be nice. We have the AEW Championships. This was also a potential candidate to be the base design for GZW's new championship. This was also a pitch, or something I pitched out as a potential World Heavyweight Championship redo. I just don't think you can best the big gold. If you guys have any ideas on how we can make a better World Heavyweight Championship, go ahead and let me know in the comments, but I just don't think that there is one. Next up are 2 WWE World Championships. We have this original one. This one is broken and the side plates have been changed. I also have to super glue this. But this is my original WWE Championship that I got when I was a kid. This used to be the GZW Championship when I was a kid, when I was in middle school. As you can see, it does a lot of damage. to it. I even tried to super glue these things back together at one point. This came with my 2018 AJ Styles. I was really happy, and I still have that AJ to this day, by the way. And a little fun fact, AJ Styles was not my first elite figure. My first elite figure was actually Rich Swann. No, I'm sorry, Brutus the Barber Beefcake from the WrestleMania 34 wrestling figures wave that came out. Before we get to the last one, I have this copper penny looking tag team championship. I really wish I could get another one. I would totally reuse them for those because it gives off nostalgia vibes and that's so fun. But last and not least, I'm saying last, but there's actually one more before this. We have this belt. I don't actually remember what it is, but I'm pretty sure Stone Cold held it. Yeah, Stone Cold, I'm pretty sure, held this one. I can't remember anybody else who held this one. Maybe Shawn Michaels, but I'm not quite sure. And last belt that we have is the current and brand new GZW Championship, custom made by our boy Jason at Chaos Wrestling Club, who designed this, or helped. We worked together to help design this new championship for Ground Zero. I am freaking in love with this belt. Like, I absolutely love this belt. Unfortunately, the GZW logo does not spin. It would have cost more, and he doesn't even have the material to do that, unfortunately. But regardless, this belt looks amazing, and yeah, you know, I'm actually happy with how the belt came out. So that's it for the figures, the figure belts. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time because this video is getting too long. So if you guys want part 2 with the actual championship toy belts, go ahead and like the video, get it to 10 likes, and I'll do it. Don't forget, we're still doing a giveaway at 200 subscribers for the Billy Gunn action figure. So, subscribe and comment, I love wrestling, if you got this far into the video. And lastly, use discount code GZDUB at checkout to save 30%. From now until the end of November, please use the code.